Hey there, Dewdrops. It's Diane from CoraVina. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing really well. Everything's going great here in Cincinnati, Ohio. So, this week we are working on blue tones. We're going to have had a theme every week for the last month. We've created some really beautiful scarves, so we're going to stick with the theme method today, okay? So let me show you what our inspiration is. Ooh, look at this. Okay, so this is definitely somebody's winter wonderland wedding. Okay, so we've got the beautiful bridesmaid up here at the top, the wedding invitations, got the snowflake decorations and the cake, and it all just looks so beautiful. This reminds me very much of Elsa from Frozen. You may remember my last Frozen scarf. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't know, I got weird. And my daughter, even afterwards, she was like, "This doesn't look like Elsa." And I was like, Mommy knows. Anyways, sometimes it's awesome, sometimes it's not awesome. That's the fun of the live program. Okay, so we're going to try and make something that looks like this. Let me show you the colors that we've got. We have got the white. Okay, number one, white. Then we've got some navy in here. Okay. We have got, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. It's like a black blue kind of inky color. Got a really light gray, which I think we'll use a lot of. And then we've got our Elsa color. So kind of like the, you know, it's not a baby blue, it's kind of a dusty blue. It's really pretty. It actually reminds me of the Beauxbatons Academy if you're a Harry Potter person. I am. You're my people. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to try and make a beautiful scarf that looks like this. All right? Okay, let me move my paints. We're going to skim our tray with newspaper. What we do is we just take a little newspaper, place it directly over the surface, and then we drag it across the surface. It breaks the surface tension, gets rid of any dust or debris, so that we can do a really good job marbling.
It's like cleaning our canvas before we get started.
Oh, and I added a new camera right here,
so you can get a close-up of the combs. I don't know. Thought we'd try it. Maybe you guys will be into it. Maybe you won't. Thought we'd give it a little chance here. Because sometimes I feel like the dewdrop view is really cool because you can see the whole scarf, but then you lose some of the beautiful detail. All right. So that's what I don't want.
All right. Very good. I
also don't want you to see my messy workshop.
Because it's really bad.
Okay.
So
let's get started. I'm going to start with white.
Let's start with
our beautiful white color.
Because there's
a lot of white in this wedding theme.
Oh, look at the
clean water.
I love it, guys. You can see the water.
The paint is dissipating over the surface very quickly. Very quickly.
And
it's because there is no pollutants in here right now. All right, this was our first level. I'm just going to use this to prime. Oh dear. I got all the way through here. And I hadn't really thought about what I was going to do.
Okay,
funny how that happens, isn't it?
So I think
the first thing we're going to do is come in with our diagonal. Let's do some diagonal lines.
This
is not the color I wanted. Ooh, almost had a mess up.
So I don't really have a plan
for this one. We're just going to go for it.
I
do love the colors. And studies have shown that people love blue more than they think they do.
Isn't that interesting?
I think it's interesting.
So
I'm gonna drop some navy on top of here. It's so funny. Like I find myself doing it too because my motto here is live colorfully, right? I love big, bold, beautiful color. But when I go shopping, I find myself gravitating to blues. Oh no, that silver sank. Silvery gray. Oh, and it's doing some really gross stuff in the water. We don't want that. Yuck. What shall we do? We can try this silver, but this looks like it's been sitting here for ages. Shake.
Tell
you right now, that other paint, go away. That is not good.
I tested it.
And everything too.
Alright,
Alright, we'll do a little test over here.
Okay.
Okay. So this is definitely
like silver.
Like silver.
It's not gray.
It's not gray.
So what we
may run into
is that the
silver may clump in our tray a little bit when we use our tools.
So I'm not
going to use a ton of it. We're going to go very sparingly. Oh dear. Ah! Okay, so we just squirted the paint onto the surface of the tray. And did you see all that pretty silver sank to the bottom of our tray? It's okay. We want to avoid doing that because it doesn't do us any good. All that beautiful pigment sinks below and then it doesn't get attached to our scarf. Okay. Well, I'm going to set that aside. We may save that for later. Maybe we can add in some sparkles or something. Maybe we could
flick it on the
surface and that will fix our problem. There we go. Adding back in our Bobatons blue.
If you don't know
what that means, you need to watch more Harry Potter. Okay. Let's come back in with our really dark navy. So we've got our white on the outside. I think I'm going to just keep layering them up here. Until we get a nice thick layer of paint. It's a shame that our silver is being so difficult.
Oh well,
we're just going to keep on going. Okay, maybe we'll put another little layer of white in.
And
we'll flick on the silver at the end.
I don't
know how you're liking this new camera. Feels like there's not a lot for you to see down there.
Well, we like making adjustments
on the show, do we not? I do. We're always trying new things. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a really good weekend. I got to go to a wedding of two very dear friends. I'm so excited. Beautiful wedding.
Everything went
very well.
Got to hang out
with my husband. Don't get to do that very often. Got to see people I haven't seen for a really long time. So it's just nice. Just a nice night out. Right, we're dropping our navy down. Very nice. Still spreading quite a bit, which is fine. It's just an indication that we need to add a little bit more paint. I think I'm going to come back through with our white and do it in between our blue lines. Maybe we'll shrink our blue lines down just a little bit. Okay, got a little bit more white. Very thinking about our silver. I guess let's spray it and let's flick it. Let's see what happens. Or maybe we should move our paint around first and then we'll flick it.
Could be good.
Could be good. Could be terrible. I'm really not sure.
Okay. So
let's put our tool in the water, and we are going to drag it down, and you're going to see our pattern start to shift. Okay. We're going to go nice and slow.
So,
welcome to the new people in our group. I'm so glad you found us. Water marbling has been around for hundreds of years. Water marbling is the art of floating paint onto the surface of a tray of water. And when we got the paint on the tray, then we manipulate the surface with different tools. And we can dip down paper or a silk scarf. We're going to use a silk scarf today. And get that beautiful design imprinted on our silk. It's such a fun art form. There's such instant gratification, but you don't have to wait forever
to complete
a beautiful watercolor painting. This happens in a matter of minutes. And then you get to wear it and be like, oh, I made this. Everybody else will be like, there's no way you made this. And you're like, yaha, I made it.
So much fun, right?
So much fun, right?
Okay.
So I just poured a ton of silver paint into my cup. Way more than necessary. Let's flick some paint on here and see how bad it spreads.
There we go.
Lots of spreading. Okay. Well, it's an adventure. I do like the little circles we've got. The little stones.
Maybe it will look like
snowflakes.
Okay,
so there's a lot here.
And I'm not a big fan
of our huge blobs.
So
we're going to use the tools again.
This was kind of a
calculated risk on my part.
If we didn't have enough
paint on the surface of the tray, I knew that silver was going to spread really far.
Okay,
so it's fine.
We're gonna
drop in maybe a little bit more of the navy. Or I'll tell you what, maybe we'll do this lighter blue,
and
then we'll manipulate it with tools. So we got a lot of silver in there, which is good. This is turning out very Jackson Pollock-y, guys. I did not anticipate this. Okay. Let's move around. I hope y'all are still here. My computer fell asleep. We've got our 6-foot tool here, and we're just going to drag it. And then adjust it down. You can see that this is turning into a disaster quickly. That's okay. There's hair floating on the surface of our tray, which caused some dragging of paint. It's really remarkable how a little itty bitty hair can really mess up
your water marbling.
Okay, so how about we do this? Very excited to see how the silver shows up on the white scarf. Looks like we're gonna get some waves here.
So this is
interesting. It is fun. It is abstract. Let's dip our scarf down. Let's see what we've got.
This is a
gamble. This is one. Most of the time I know what I'm gonna. I'm not sure on this one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna love it or dislike it strongly.
Alright.
So we're gonna lower down the silk, and the pattern is going to instantly absorb. Here we go. Wish me luck. Okay, very nice. Okay, so the scarf is in the water. Believe it or not, the paint has instantly set. And we are just removing it from our scarf dipping rack. And then we are going to pull this thing out of the water and see what we've got.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
switch back over you guys. Let's see what we've got.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay, we're going to lift the scarf up out of the water, and you're going to see dripping and running, probably. That's just extra paint or water that did not get absorbed into the silk scarf, okay? And so everywhere that the scarf is touching, there will be no paint, okay? Let's pull this up and see what we've got. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. So where you can see the little gray, that's our silver, and when it dries, it should have a little bit of a silvery feel to it. A little shimmer, not like glitter, just a little something extra. All right, so here's our scarf. Yay! Let me put it in the rinse bucket, and we'll let it sit and soak. All right, Dewdrops, so that was fun. We had some interesting variables happening there, but overall I think the scarf is still very pretty, and I think that it does remind me of our picture. So what happens now? Now I let it soak, we get rid of all that extra paint, and then we'll dry it, iron it, photograph it, and compare it to the picture that you guys saw at the beginning of our scarf show. Okay, so I'll post the picture. Oh, actually this thing is being filmed in advance, so here's the picture. What do you think? Do you like it? I hope so. I hope it didn't get too grainy when we swirled it. I shall find out later. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for spending time with me and water marbling. I hope you have something that you're just really excited to do, because that's how I feel about this, and I'm glad that you're here with me to share it. So if you need a scarf, go to CoraVina.com and shop our new selection of scarves. And I'll post pictures in the group later tonight so you guys can see it. Okay. Take care, Dewdrops. Remember, live colorfully. Goodbye.